Okay. All right, here we are. Just have your ball handy to start with. We'll just start with those shoulder rolls, squeezing and opening, thinking about rounding the shoulders and then squeezing them together as you open. Nice rounding and squeezing. Start to pull those abs in as you round the shoulders and then extend those ribs. The one time you get to do this, pull them in as you round, maybe bend those knees for support. A couple more times. Beautiful. Last time, squeeze it, lift it. Bring those arms down. Make sure your hands aren't in front of your elbows. Pull your abs in, squeeze back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put your fingers on your rib cage. Deep breath in through your nose. On the exhale, press down, press down, press down, press down, press down. Good. So now you're going to squeeze on the inhale, press down on the exhale. Squeeze, press down. I don't care if there's movement right now. Squeeze, press down. 2 more times. Squeeze, press down. Squeeze, press down. Now here comes the challenging one. Arms are going to squeeze as the ribs press down. So you're not going to pop and then pull down. You're going to stay down as you squeeze back. Stay down. So isometric contraction through your abs, squeezing through the shoulders. 2 more times. And relax all that. Let's take that ball. We'll put it above the ankles, but below the knees. Bring those feet underneath you. So you're probably going to get a little squeeze on those inner thighs. Ankles end up under the knees. Knees hopefully end up under the hip bones. Shoulders roll back down. Extend tall through your spine and lift up under your tippy toes. Hold for a split second and gently come down. Try not to slam your heels down, but barely tap. And you can have hands at heart center. You can do some arm movement if you want. Totally up to you. Calf work, but awareness of those abs. Pulled in, tailbone long, ears over shoulders. Two more. Hold up, hold, hold, hold. So you can go a little higher. 3, 2, 1, and gently bring that down. All right, let's put that ball just slightly in front of the right thigh and behind the left hamstring. Shoulders roll up, back, and down, abs in. Bend the right knee, slide the left toes forward. So reaching, working those quads, working those glutes on that right side. Still tall through our spine, lifting up. Arm movement if you want. Two more. Beautiful. Now we'll bring that leg to the side. We'll reach over to the side, stretch it out, sit into those glutes. Again, any kind of arm movement you want, or not. 2 more in this direction. All right, and then we'll step back with that left leg. So the ball comes in front of the left leg and behind the right leg. And this is where we reach back, bending into our right knee, stretching those left toes back with as much of a straight leg as possible. You can add resistance, yep, with one arm up, other arm up, or both arms extend as your toe taps back. Or not, maybe halfway up. And bring that up. You are in position to do the other leg because that ball is in front of the left, behind the right. Bend the left knee, tap the right toes. All right, and then we're gonna do that to the side. So reach to the side, sit into the left. Two more. Beautiful. Now we'll step forward with the left, ball goes in front of the right, abs in, reach, sit back into it. And again, this is where you can lift your arms halfway or all the way up to add resistance. Just two more. And bring it up. All right, we'll stretch those legs out, left leg over right. Ball can go on that hip, arms up and over the other way. And then give yourself a little bit of a pivot, hands on your thighs, roll through a cat. Inhale through your cow, lift that left arm up to help lift yourself up and over you go. Right over left, push the hip that away, arms go to the left, arm goes to the left, pivot a wee bit, come down, roll through your cat, inhale through your cow, right arm up and over. All right, we are coming down, so go ahead and set your ball in the middle of your mat for me, please. And we're just going to use that for some support right now. So the ball is right up against your tailbone and sacrum, giving you support. I even scooted a little bit so it's really wedged in there so that I can lean back fairly comfortably, still using my abs, but getting support on my back. Fingers to the rib cage, deep breath in. All I want you to do is exhale, push the ribs back, press into the ball, inhale, release the press. Exhale, press back, inhale, release the press. Keep going, pushing back, inhaling, pushing back, inhaling. Hands out to the side, press back, press back. So you exhale as you push into the ball, you inhale as you release it. We're in a slight hinge. Notice if your shoulders are shrugged, drop them down. Try and keep your head back so that the ears are over the shoulders. Two more times. And press back, abs in, grab hold. Lift up nice and tall. Shoulders roll up, back and down. This time, we're really not going to hinge back. We're just going to lean into that ball slightly. Your back arm is going to lift. Your front arm is going to rotate you to the side and center. Again, same side and center. Same side and center. Rotating with this lift. Last time this way. Back to center. Front arm is up, back arm turns you to the back. Try and keep those knees the same distance apart. And back to center. We're going to move that ball out from behind us, put it between your knees, make your way down, rolling down a vertebra at a time. And when you get there, let's lift those arms up overhead. Get a nice stretch and reach here. Let the ribs pop up. And then on an exhale, pull those ribs down, hands come right above you, deep breath in. Exhale, poke a hole in the ceiling with your fingers. Inhale, hold it. Exhale down, deep breath in. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, hold. Exhale down. You're going to add a squeeze of the ball when you lift up. Inhale, hold at the top. Exhale down, deep breath in. Exhale, lift, squeeze the ball. Inhale, hold. Exhale down. Option this time as you lift to reach the arms a little further overhead. And then exhale down, deep breath in. Exhale, lift, inhale, maybe stretch and reach a bit. And exhale down. Keep that going for me. Last one, we're gonna reach overhead, hold it, pulse the ball, pulse the ball, pulse, pulse, pulse. Relax, hug those knees in, take a little rock side to side. And then we're gonna put that ball on the right thigh, hands push against that ball, thigh pushes against the ball, so the ball doesn't move, your legs don't move, your arms don't move, left leg can extend, stretch and reach through that left leg, single leg stretch, but creating that resistance with your hand on the bent knee, bent leg. Keep that going for me. Y'all keep going, please. Oops. Last time, back to center. Place that ball on the knees, stack them tabletop, deep breath in. Exhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground, arms go overhead, legs extend, double leg stretch. Then exhale, tap the ball to the knees. Inhale, stretch and reach. Head is either up or down, you're not lifting it up and down. Option to hand that ball off to your legs, squeeze the ball. And then again, think about, it's not you bringing your knees into you, it's you lifting up to your knees and extend and bend and extend. Keep that going. Final option, if you wanted, you could kind of come up in your teaser, roll the ball to your ankles, back to your knees, and then extend. Come up, roll it to your ankles, knees, and extend. You're only going to do what's working for you today. And relax, put that ball back between the knees, feet on the ground, heels right underneath you, back of the neck is long, hands by your side, palms down, deep breath in, give that ball a little squeeze, walk your big toes toward each other so you're a little bit pigeon-toed, and lift up in your first bridge. Option to stay here, or maybe hover your hands a little bit, see how that is, or put the hands back down to straighten out the right leg and squeeze the right leg against the left without moving the left knee. So don't let everything twist to the left. Press in with the right, resist with the left, press in with the right, resist with the left. And then bend that right knee, extend that left leg, same thing. If you're not doing that, that's fine. You're just holding your bridge, or you could lift up and down. And then come down, lower those hips, hug the knee into your chest, ball goes on top. So that was option one for your bridge. You're always welcome to go back to that. Option two, you're gonna put that ball below your feet, heels back, toes over front, knees together, lift up. Find that challenge, or hover your hands and feel that even more. Or hands back down, roll the ball in and out, or lower and lift your hips a tiny bit. And final option, lower and lift, roll out and in, up and down, out and in. And relax. Let's take a break, hug each leg in. We're going to come back to the bridges after this next exercise. Just going to give that a break. Actually, let's start with that ball either right around your belly button. If that's not happening, if it's not going to stay there, you can try right up at your ribs, and then stack the legs tabletop for toe touches. So ball doesn't move. Inhale, move one leg away and back up. Other leg and back up. Or a leg, but you do a heel tap instead of a toe touch. Or you squeeze both legs together, toe touch. or both legs together, heel tap. Final option, next to final option would be to widen those knees. And final option would be straight legs, either single or double. We're not going to do a whole bunch of whatever your last option is, because we have another way to go on this. All right, take a break. Next option is where you lift those hips up, place that ball underneath the tailbone. So we're going to have that unstable environment. When we lift our legs up, it does give us a nice pelvic tilt, so that's awesome. And then hover your hands. And then again, you might try that single leg toe touch. Of course, your toes aren't going to touch because that would put you in extension. Or maybe you do single leg heel tap or double leg toes or double leg heels. Froggy position if you want. And final option is that straight leg option with a single leg or a double. Just find out which one is going to work for you, giving you the most challenge, feeling your abs working. And then feet on the ground, bridge it up. Speaking of bridge, final option for the bridge, but always feel free to go back to one of the previous ones. Right foot on the ball. This time my heel is dropped down, my toe is up, and I'm going to push the ball away a couple times just so it's further away than my knee. And then we'll lift up. And that's option one. Is pretty simple. Roll the ball in and out or lift and lower. Bigger jump is to lift that left leg up, either in tabletop or straight up, totally up to you. And then you could lift and lower the leg. You could lift and lower the hip. You could roll the ball in and out. You can do any combination of those that you want, or you can just hold. And relax. Ooh, let's take that right knee in if that's, if you were doing that single leg, otherwise it's both legs. Give it a little love, let it rock side to side, cross it over that left thigh, press it open. We'll thread that needle, oops, there went my ball. And then we'll do all of that on the left side. So left foot is on the ball. And I'm going to go ahead and roll that ball a little ahead and a little back and a little ahead, a little back and a little ahead. Toes up, heel down, lift it up. Feel free to stay there, roll it in and out. Or the big jump is to bring that right leg up, whether in tabletop or extended. And then you choose what you want to do, up and down, or up and down with the leg, or in and out, or hold. And relax. Let's hug that left knee in. We'll cross it over. Reach for that right hamstring. And then we're going to grab that ball. We're going to bring it in front of our ankles this time. Bring our forehead to our knees, knees to our forehead, elbows wide, rolling like a ball. Option to simply roll side to side. And then come up, hold for a moment, and then put that ball on your mat so you can roll up onto it, please. We'll have a bent knee position. Grow tall on that ball, and then start to hinge forward so the ball is tipping you forward. We can stay here for a spine stretch, pulling yourself forward. Maybe you can straighten those legs. Sometimes I roll off the front of the ball just a wee bit, but I'm still in that tipped position. Hands can be down here, out here, hinge forward, whatever makes sense to you. And then we're going to sit up and go right back up on the ball, sitting super tall. Feet are back out, toes are flexed back, feel your quads. Again, you're growing tall. If you need to, slide forward a little bit to give yourself a little bit of a pelvic tilt. Otherwise, right up on that ball, deep breath in, exhale, twist to the front of the room, reach to that front foot, toes are flexed back. Use your back arm to help you rotate. Use your front arm to take you deeper into the saw. Inhale tall, back through center, other way, hand down, back arm rotates, front arm helps you twist more. Inhale center, now with the breath, exhale twist, reach in your saw, inhale tall. Exhale twist, reach, inhale tall. Keep that going for me. And then sit tall, bring your feet together, reformat so you're toward the front of your ball, pull your toes back towards you and keep your big toes touching as we do the seated twist, but it'll be challenging on this ball. So rotate to the front of the room, try and go a little deeper and a little deeper, then inhale center to the back. Rotate, 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 inhale center. These are exhales, check your toes every time you come back to center to make sure they're still together. Inhale center to the front. Inhale center. Think about leading with the arm that's going to the back, right? Not crossing the other arm in front. And then this time when you come to the front, bend that front elbow, push back, push back, push back. Inhale, center to the back, press, press, and press. Inhale to the front, and to the back. Woo! Let's roll off that ball. All right, coming over onto your side for a side plank. Ball is handy. You know you have options to be on the sides of your thighs with all 10 toes up in the air. You can have your top leg in front, bottom leg behind, or you can stack. And then you're going to put that ball where it supports you, and you're going to sit on it for a moment. I want you to look at your angle of your body and see if you can straighten it out. My hips are a little far back, so I'm going to press them forward. My shoulder's a little far forward, so I'm going to push it back. And then I'm going to lift off that ball. And then I'm going to indent it barely. Tiny, tiny, tiny moves. Teeny, tiny, pressing, releasing. Then move that ball completely. Okay, that's always your option if the balance doesn't work for you. If you want to do the balance, that bottom ankle is going to go on first and leave you a whole bunch of space for your top foot. Then find that, come up in your side plank, try and straighten your legs once you're there, and lift up and hold. And gently down. All right, same thing on the other side. Remember, we want to protect that shoulder, so you're going to push it back, lift up out of it, engage those lats. And then, of course, you can be on the sides of your thighs, top leg in front, or stacked. And then put that ball where it supports you, lean on it, and look down and see what's going on, right? So try and straighten everything out as much as possible. And then get off the ball, give it an indentation and a release. Indent, release, indent, release. You are welcome to stick with that, or If you want to do the balance, remember you're always putting that bottom leg on first. That's the back leg, top leg in front. Up you go, straighten out those legs, arm lifts. All right, gently down, ball out in front of your mat. You're gonna come down so your forehead is toward the front of your mat. For me, please. Hands are on top of the ball for now. Forehead can just rest. Legs straighten out, kneecaps lift, toes press down. Hands on top of the ball, deep breath in. Exhale, press into the ball to lift yourself just a couple inches, and then slide the ball back with straight arms by engaging those shoulder muscles. Inhale, hold, exhale back, deep breath in, exhale, press down, inhale, squeeze back and hold, and exhale down. Inhale, prepare, exhale, squeeze, lift, pull back, and just continue that motion for me, please. And we'll hold on this one and relax for a moment. Maybe bend those knees and windshield wiper. All right, so then we're gonna come up and press all the way back. Quick little shell stretch. Put that ball there if that would feel good. And then we'll come up. You're gonna put the ball in the middle of your mat for me, please. Come down so your belly button is resting on it. Hands apart, shoulders back and down. We'll roll into our pre-plank by lifting up off that ball. Option to roll onto the tops of your thighs, all 10 toes point to the sky, or you may be able to tuck your toes and go into your straight-legged plank. If you're doing that one, you could probably roll that ball forward and back, just making sure you're not creating a flat tire at any point. And then again, we're going to relax, push back in that shell stretch if that would feel okay for you. That's your option if the balanced plank doesn't work for you. If you're going to do the balanced plank, it can come under the tops of your feet, or if you're on the fronts of your thighs, it can be there. You're going to lift up into that plank, and then option to pike it up by dropping your head, looking down, hiking up, and then sliding back out into your plank, hiking it up, planking. Guys, keep going. I'm gonna take a little break here. Yay me. Try a few more pike planks, or just hold your plank in that balance, please. And then relax, and you can choose windshield wiper your legs or push back in your resting position, whichever feels like it would feel best to you. All right. This is a little bit of a balanced bird dog. If you have some wrist issues, you may want to be a little bit careful with this. So I'm going to put the ball underneath my left hand for now. And I might end up playing with where I have that hand, right, to make it easier for my wrist. Find your cat and your cow, and then find neutral. Extend that right leg. Nope, sorry, extend that left leg. There we go. And then lift it up. You can start to come onto your right fingertips and see how this is going to work out for you. Ultimate goal, right arm up. Again, you may have to play with the placement of that ball so you don't feel it too much in your wrist, but you do feel the challenge, extending and reaching. Woo, bring that down. Ball underneath your right hand, cat and cow, and then neutral. Right leg extends, lift it up. Stay there or come to your left fingertips or with that left arm. See how that is. And gently bring that down. Put that ball between your thighs for a moment. Roll through a beautiful cat. Get a nice stretch there. Inhale, little cow. Just move through that spine. And then bring that ball out from between your thighs. You're going to put it in the center of your mat and you're going to lean back. So it is under your low back this time. And then you're just going to bring your knees in and find a balance here. And you're going to see if you can lift your thighs, or excuse me, your ankles up, but keep the thighs really close to you. And then next step is support yourself here, fingers out. You want to make sure this doesn't happen, right? Those knees are going to stay right up at your chest. Those toes are going to stay where you can see them. Knees will stay together as you rotate side to side. Beginning our tick-tock motion, you can extend the legs on each side. That becomes your can-can. If that feels like you can't, right? If you're feeling that too much in your low back, you're just going to do this with bent knees. And if you want, you could do the whole thing, straight legs. Don't have to, totally up to you. Then back to center, feet on the ground, and you're just going to move that ball now so it's between your shoulder blades. Okay, so we're going to support our head with our fingertips, but we're not going to crisscross and pull the neck forward, right? Just a gentle little bit of support. Chin is knotted, yes. Elbows are wide. Maybe even see if you can drop the elbows towards the floor. Deep breath in. On the exhale, allow the upper body to go over just very slightly over that ball, getting a stretch across your chest. Then on the exhale, push the ribs into the ball to lift yourself up. Inhale, go up and over. Exhale, press to lift. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, press to lift. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, press to lift. That's your pattern. If you want a little more challenge, create a longer lever, cradle your head in between your arms, or if that's not comfortable, you could even crisscross the elbows and support here. Just don't forget the up and over part. That's our pre-stretch that makes this a little more challenging. If you want to add on, lift a knee up toward you as you come up, least into tabletop. Two more. And relax. We're going to go ahead, move off that ball, and just relax. Maybe give yourself a little rock side to side. And then we're gonna bring that ball in again. We're gonna put the knees, or excuse me, the thighs, the ball and the ribs up against each other. And then just give it a squeeze, like you're trying to compress that ball. We'll rock side to side. All right. So I want you to leave the ball there, but reach down to your ankles, bring your forehead here. So this is the challenge of, are we kickers? We're gonna try to roll like a ball and keep the ball where it is, right? So the challenge is, if I'm normally a person who moves my thighs away, I might lose that ball. Just two more. If you were rolling side to side, you still get that same idea of having to compress it, that's fine. And last time, if you're up, you're gonna balance, or excuse me, you're gonna come down for a second. Sit nice and tall, shoulders back and down. And we get to slump for a minute, but we're gonna kind of slump the same way. I'm gonna put that ball up against our thighs. We're gonna lean forward and then maybe reach down for your toes. If you want to bend your knees to do that, that's fine. But you're rounding over everything. And then you can start to move the feet away, still holding on, pressing and pulling through your toes, get movement there. Head relaxes. Hands by your side. See if you can come up as slowly as possible, one vertebra at a time. All right, and then come on back down. You're gonna bend your left knee, put the foot on the ground. Ball goes behind that right leg, and I'm gonna compress at the shin. Once again, getting just a little bit of feedback by pressing that ball down, release. Press it down, release, two more times, press down, release, and then press down and hold it down or release, totally up to you. Right knee moves to the right, and then draw a circle in the ceiling. Then go counterclockwise and move that knee to the right. Flex through that right foot. Reach down with your right hand, keep the ball where it is, maybe use your left hand to help it stay there, and move through that right foot. And then you're going to straighten that leg. If you're still holding on, that's great. Or move your hand to a better position. Come back through center, bring the ball back behind that right leg, roll up to the right ankle, and then straighten out the left leg on the ground if that's okay with your body. Bend the elbows, lift your knee and your nose together, flex to the heel, turn the toes in, roll that down, lower that right leg, woo, take a nice break. Bend the right knee, cross the right ankle over the left thigh, and let it pivot open, figure four. Reach around with the ball behind the left leg. Hold the ball there, hug the knees in, tuck your chin back, the neck is long. Hold the ball there still, extend that left leg up, point flex, get some rotation. Bend it one more time, and then cross the right all the way over. If you want to pull your ankles out, give yourself a little extra stretch here. And then everything together. Knees can either drop to the left where they are, or you could put the left foot on the ground and then drop at a lower level. Totally up to you. As you come back up, right leg uncrosses and the ball is right where we need it, behind that left leg, hands to the shin, compress that ball. Circle, and circle the other way. And then compress the ball again and release. Compress, release, compress, and release. And then we're gonna slide that ball behind the knee, use the left hand to pull the toes back, move through that left foot, and then straighten it out. If you're still holding on, you're gonna continue that movement or move your hand to your ankle. Come on back through center, roll the ball up to the left ankle, slide your right leg out, bring yourself up to that left knee, flex, turn it in as you come down, and then you can move that ball out of the way, lower that leg. Bend the left knee, cross that left ankle over the right thigh for me, please. Reach around. You can add the ball back here if you want, don't have to. Hug that right knee in. Feel that left hip stretch. Option to extend that right leg up, move through that ankle. And then again, you can keep the ball there if you liked it. As you cross the left leg over, pull the ankles away from each other, deepen the stretch on that left hip, and then let the knees drop right. No ball as you make your way over to your hands and knees, please. Hands out front, hips are back, undulate cow-cat. And then center it up, tuck your toes, cover your knees for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press up and back. Wide stance. Walk it back, twist and shake no. Hands on your thighs, roll cat, and inhale cow. Big deep breath in. Thank you guys.